It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the 49ers and the Rams coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gordon alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis. And CD, in the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of...
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
On first down, Stafford here. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Stafford. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bring up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to lead to a third down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
We're scoreless after 1. Stafford. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road,
you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunch.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. Their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with the crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That's on the guard, David Edwards. To the right side, this is Henderson. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
I do think that sometimes on third and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On first down, it's Stafford. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they will run it with Michel. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tech.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend. Out of the gun, Stafford. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that pass finds Kupp along the sideline. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Throwing Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here we go.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
We got this.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Second down and goal. Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On first down, Henderson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Running left is Henderson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they're coming a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Odell Beckham there to make the grab.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
So it's 49er football here as we get your reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Garoppolo to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo gets this one to use check. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. On second down now, it's Mitchell. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now a play fake. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On second down, it's Mitchell. And flags come as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this is good. Robbie Gould knocks it through in a pressure spot. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. So the victory here for San Francisco. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our